Jacob has a host of useless talents, which include tightrope walking, rock skipping, body surfing, and linguistics. He is an oxymoron because he is both a teacher and a student. He has a good memory, but he's very forgetful. And he's quite tall, but he slumps to appear shorter. He has issues, people. At this point, welcome Jacob France.
Sorry about that. I guess they didn't know I was coming out from that side. Well.
Say something funny.
I'll do my best. Did you know that some hunters use doe urine to attract bucks? Because the buck smells the urine and calms them and the hunter can hunt it. What I want to know is, can't we use that trick on the Loch Ness Monster? I mean, let's be honest, that thing probably hasn't made it since the Dark Ages. I'm going to Scotland this summer and I'm going to try it because I think that it would be amazing to see that majestic creature and kill it. If I killed the Loch Ness Monster, I would be the Shaun White of hunting. I'd be like, oh, you got a moose? I killed the Loch Ness Monster. Oh, you can do a double McTwist? I killed the Loch Ness Monster. Shaun would be like, dang. You ever think about the word dang? What does that word mean? It doesn't mean anything. Christians use it because they think it would be cool to swear and it's the closest they're allowed to come. But it's not cool. I mean, I understand why they use it. You hit your thumb with a hammer and you need to have something to say to let out the frustration. Otherwise you'd be like, I would rather that not have happened. So I can understand why they use it, but it's definitely not cool. Can you imagine if drill sergeants used Nerf swear words like that? What the dang are you doing? Get your dangly dang over here, dangly dang dagger. You dang well, son. What do you think the past tense of dang is? Would it be have done? That would have been horrible language in George Washington's day. People were weird back then. Did you know that in that time, the bicep was not considered an attractive muscle, but the calf was? That's why in those old paintings, they always stand like this. Not too much, you don't want to be forward, but just enough to catch the eye. Another thing that was weird was the presidents back then would always wear those white curly wool wigs. What was the deal with that? Can you imagine if the presidents still did that? You picture Obama with one of those white colored wigs? It'd be all nappy. Another thing about the Founding Fathers time period was George Washington had wooden dentures. Can you imagine wooden dentures? You know how he lost his teeth? During the Revolutionary War, he was shot from the side with a musket ball, and his teeth blew out of his mouth. And he was, I would rather that not. One of the things that sets me apart from most people here is that I go to a Baptist church. And I love Baptist churches because it's the only place in the world where you can hear the word monies. In an offering prayer, please take these monies and use them for the furtherance of the gospel. Can you imagine if we used that word in real life? Sorry, man, I don't have the monies. He might have the monies. I think he has the monies. It sounds like a disease. Another thing that's amazing about Baptist churches is sometimes, pastors find a way to make the most exciting book in the world boring. The Bible is by far the best book ever written. You take any story in the Bible and it's amazing. like the sacrifice of Isaac. What would that have been like for Isaac? Hey, well, I know my tent's been messy lately. And I know my dreidel collection is all over the place. But this is taking it too far, Dad. Now, Isaac, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. I think Joseph's brothers said, Joseph, we think this is going to hurt you more than it hurts us when we sell you into slavery. Joseph, what does that even mean, guys? I don't know. Sorry, that was an inside joke for people who were here last year. Joseph had a rough life. But then something interesting happened. Potiphar's wife became interested in him. And I don't know what that would have been like. I don't know if he was like... Maybe it wasn't that hard to resist. I don't know. Maybe she was overweight. The Bible doesn't say. Maybe she mainly liked Joseph because of his kosher food. I don't know. That's outside the realm of my hermeneutic, so I'm not going to go there. Sometimes in the Bible days, kings, they were saying this all the time. Ask whatever you want, up to half my kingdom. I'd be like, I'll take half your kingdom. But they'd probably be like, I changed my mind. You can't have it because I'm the king. Oh, you're the king? Well, I killed the Loch Ness Monster. Sadly, I tend to crack under pressure. And it's because I'm so worried about looking like an idiot in front of other people. I'm worried about that because I tend to breathe through my mouth, so a lot of times I'm like... But really I'm thinking about stuff, but on the outside I'm just... So therefore I try really hard to not look stupid in front of other people. For example, when someone's giving me directions, and they're like, go over here and turn there and stop at that light, and you can't miss this. And I'm like, I should really be listening right now. Another example of how I crack under pressure is, like, actually just recently I was at a department store, and I wanted to get one of those undershirts, a beater, and when I got up to ask where they were, I realized it was a woman about my age that was the clerk. And what was I going to do? Say, I'd like a wife beater? I like wife beaters. And I didn't know what to say. And I was like, do you have one of those shirts that are like tighter and like... And she was like, why are you rubbing yourself? No, I don't know what it's called. It's like a spaghetti strap. Maybe not. It's an undershirt with no sleeves. And she was like, oh, wife beaters, they're aisle 3. So in order to keep from looking stupid, I made myself look stupid. It's a problem I have. A friend recently said, can you meet me down at the water fountain on the 2nd floor of Jackson? I was like, sure. And I got there and he wasn't there, so I was just waiting. And then I realized I was right next to the girls' bathroom. And then I felt stupid. And rather than just have confidence and wait, I decided to pretend to tie my shoe. I'm practically a grown-up, and I pretended to tie my shoe. He still didn't come. I got on my phone. I just texted a friend of mine. Text her. Hey, Johnny, friend. What's up? Remember when we were lifting weights? All those weights we were lifting. Yeah, that was a lot of weight. Oh, I gotta go.